Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Embodied Divinity. Let's come in nice and slow today. Let your shoulders drop. Let your belly soften. Wherever you are, whether you're washing dishes or driving in your car or curled up in blankets, I want to invite you into this space with me. Today's not as much as a podcast episode as it is a moment of devotion and remembering. Today we're sinking into longing, the kind of love that lives in your bones even when your bed is cold. We're going to speak the words most people are too afraid to say out loud, that they want love, deeply, fiercely, unapologetically. And sometimes we wonder if it will ever really come. So breathe with me. You're safe here. You are human, and that is holy. Lately, I've felt this ache in my solar plexus and my hips, in the quiet moments between doing and being. It whispers to me in the silence, I wish someone was here. I've been my own best friend for so long, my own lover, my own soft place to land. And yet I still long. I long for a hand to hold while I cry about my son's latest ongoings, for someone to look me in the eyes and say, you're not doing this alone anymore. I long for sex and intimacy that feels like prayer, for the sound of his breath beside me in bed, for laughter in the kitchen and whispered dreams beneath the stars. This week I had one of those moments. My daughter was preparing for her first road trip with friends that I don't necessarily trust. And I was guiding her with all the strength I had, even though it was causing me so much anxiety. And my son was also moving through something, and I was holding it all, like I have so many times before, the fear, the grief, the decision-making, the grounding. And there was no one to hold me, no one to say, babe, I've got you. It was just me. And that night after the kids went to bed, I sat on the floor and cried, not because I was weak, but because I was tired of being strong. Sometimes I wonder if I've healed too much that no one can reach me. I see red flags from miles away. I won't settle, I won't bend. But God, does it get lonely? I've been celibate for so long, I wonder if I even remember how to let someone in. And even though I know I'm the whole damn meal, the scariest thought I've had lately is, what if no one ever comes? What if I always do this alone? And the truth I'm learning to replace that with is, I may be alone right now, but I'm already love. And love never truly leaves me. And it's interesting because a lot of people, I think, especially in spiritual circles, preach this advocacy for being okay being alone and loving yourself first, and all that's fine and well. And God knows we get used to it for sure. I'm a master at self-love, and the thing that I feel like is denied often is that we're here on this earth to have relationship and human connection. And for me and my personality type, having romantic partnership just feels like something I really want to experience in this lifetime, the real deal, meeting each other where we're at. And I used to be afraid to say that because people would project onto me or tell me I needed to heal more, or that I would attract it when I was aligned enough or worthy enough or healed enough. And it all just got to be so much that I stopped saying it out loud. But I'm really proud of the fact that I can say, I I want my partner. I want a divine masculine partner in my life. I want a romantic relationship and intimacy and the kind of love that lasts a lifetime. I want that, and that feels really good and easy, and it feels really okay. Even as someone who teaches self-worth, sovereignty, and embodiment, I still catch myself bending. The way I silenced myself when all of those teachers or mentors or spiritual guides would say things like that. And now it's more subtle. It's a soft laugh to soothe an awkward man's ego. It's a dimming of my wisdom in new circles so I don't come off too intense. Even this week, I had a conversation with someone that didn't feel at all in alignment with me, and I still found myself making him more comfortable than he earned. I could feel it, my energy pulling back, my edges rounding. And in that moment, I paused and I took a breath and I came back to myself, reminding myself that I no longer bend for love. I no longer dim for approval. And yet the residue of people pleasing still lingers like muscle memory. Because we were taught that being lovable means being easy, being nice, being palatable. But now I choose to be free. Not cruel, not unkind, but unedited. So if you found yourself shrinking, know this. You're not failing, you're noticing, and that noticing is your return to power. And for me, this practice has been a long time coming, and the ache seemed to never leave. But what I've done in the last few years to help soothe it and calm it is I stopped begging love to stay and I started building it inside myself. I romance myself every day. I buy myself flowers just because. I put on perfume even if no one will smell it but me. I play music that makes my hips sway and my smile soften. I sit in candlelight and whisper affirmations into my skin. I write voice memos to my future partner, and sometimes I listen back to them like they're already here. I take myself on dates to bookstores and parks and cafes. And I never wait for someone to give me permission to feel adored. It's what I call my devotional budget. It's a weekly commitment of time, money, energy, and care that I offer to me without question because I'm not waiting. I know that I'm the love that I long for, and simultaneously, I know that I want more. And they don't have to cancel each other out. What I know deep in my bones is that the love I seek won't arrive through desperation. It arrives when I am so full of my own radiance that it recognizes me. This is what I call overflow dating. It's not dating to fill a void, but from the overflow of your own joy. So here's a fun, playful practice that you can try this week, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Walk into your favorite coffee shop or place, maybe it's a bookstore, and pretend your dream partner is watching you. Not in a creepy way, unless you're about that, but in a that's her, the one I've been praying for kind of way. Order your drink like you're a goddess, smile like someone in love with life, and let yourself feel the version of you who is already loved, already chosen, already seen. That's magnetic energy. That's what draws in devotion. Because when you stop chasing love, love finds you, and it might not always show up in the way you expect. For me, it hasn't shown up in partnership yet, but it does show up in random notes from strangers left on my car, and women singing in the grocery store, and random surprises of flowers on my doorstep, and my mom sending me some scented crystals from France, and all these little surprises and conversations with the universe through other people. love always finds you. I want us to take a minute here to sink into a moment of devotion. Close your eyes if you're able. Take a deep breath. Imagine your inner lover, radiant, grounded, warm, walking toward you. They take your hand. They look into your eyes and say, I will never leave you again. You feel your breath sink, your heart slow. And together you walk toward the future, not in loneliness, but in devotion. Because devotion begins at home. And you, sweet one, are the home. Here are some journaling prompts that I came up with as I sink into the energy of this week's theme, which is all about a mixture of self-love and really deepening that attraction to partnership. The first question is, what does my ache want me to know today? And how can I meet it with love? The second question is, where am I still bending for love that doesn't serve me? And what does reclaiming look like? And number 3, what is one small thing I can do this week to romance myself and embody the love I long for? I'm going to put those 3 questions in the description wherever you're listening to this podcast. And as always, this week, giving you all the tools you need to journey through this with me if it resonates. On Wednesday, there will be a guided meditation. It's called The Temple of the Heart, a journey into self-reverence, which is just a really beautiful journey into yourself. And then on Tuesday and Thursday on my Substack page, there will be some really beautiful articles about this experience and some tangible steps you can take to increase your devotion to self, but also to attract your divine partner or love in whatever area of life that you're calling it in. And then I do daily reminders on my Substack as well that go along with each week's theme that are just little notes to your heart from my soul to yours. So check it all out if you can. And remember, my book, Breathe Deep and Plan on Miracles, is a really powerful tool for deepening into that connection with consciousness. And the Inner Child Oracle cards are an incredible way to reparent your inner child from the comfort of your home. Thank you for being here, for breathing through this with me, for choosing to stay tender even when you ache. I want you to know that you are not too much, and you are not too late, and you are not alone. You are the love you've been waiting for, and the world is so much softer with you in it. Breathe deep and plan on miracles. I love you. Talk soon.